time.
Good morning, Witcher.
Greetings. You look sad.
My sister will wed a man she doesn't like. I have naught to wear to the wedding, for our father expended his savings on his beloved daughter's dowry. Furthermore, it's hot as hell. But all goes well otherwise.
Doesn't sound good. May I ask a question?
Yes?
Farewell.
Geralt, is that you? How are things?
I found Alvin.
Alvin? Wait a minute. Triss wanted me to do something, hammered it into my head for an hour. Ah, yeah! I have a Dimeridium amulet for him.
Dandelion, I can't trust you to do anything.
Is that so? Well, I just remembered I had a package for you.
A package?
I don't know. Something. But I might have lost it.
Quit pouting, Dandelion. What do you have for me?
Fine. I have a letter to you from your lover.
Triss? Hand it over.
Geralt?
I wanted to ask about Alvin.
He needs a caretaker who is knowledgeable about magic. Neither I nor my future spouse are suited to be his guardian.
I see.
You should train him to be a witcher.
You know not what you ask. For the time being, I'll keep an eye on him.
Geralt?
Farewell.
Geralt?
I wanted to answer that letter.
Good idea. I have pen and parchment. Think of a beginning.
All right. Dearest Triss.
Your romance is blooming. I'm happy for you, Geralt.
I don't want to talk about it. Now what? Something about Alvin?
I'm sure she's worried about him.
Maybe I can describe what's happening here in murky waters.
She could find that interesting. Sit down and write it. The fisherman could take it to Vizima.
Why do you seek me?
I saw Julian and Selena together, but don't get bent out of shape. Selena's starved for attention. Julian didn't seem really interested.
Selena can be unbearable, but she'll change if she marries. And Julian, well, he loves me, and no argument can change that. I merely wanted to be sure Julian was well, without him knowing or thinking I was concerned. Thank you, Witcher.
Ah, women. I'm looking for Alvin.
If he's not in the village, check the fairy tale ruins nearby.
Thanks.
Greetings. You'll not get any further. The bridge is destroyed.
It doesn't look uncrossable.
There's just forests and meadows over there.
Thanks for the warning. Need a witcher?
You're a witcher?
Yes.
Sir?
How long will the repairs take?
About a month, if the Griggs kept away.
A month? For a few small cracks?
Not only repairs, I'll make it wider. The River Ghost will have the finest bridge in Temeria.
Need a witcher?
My life's work stands at the edge of oblivion. You alone can help.
What's the problem?
I had a dream. The river ghosts begged me for assistance. Me, a humble servant of the Lady of the Lake. A lifetime's chance to show my devotion.
Sure.
The old bridge I tended fell into ruin, yet the ghosts remained attached to it. They asked me to restore it to order.
How can I help?
What my son and I erect in daytime is destroyed each night. I'll wager it's damnable grigs.
My help will cost you.
Do you wish 400 orens, or a book about spectres and the king of the wild hunt? Or you can have my son's help during dangerous excursions. He's an excellent archer.
Let's trade.
Visit the old wench in the village. Beware, she's a witch, but she may know some means of driving off grigs.
All right.
Greetings, sir.
Never mind the sir. I'm Geralt.
'Tis a true honour. Geralt.
How are you with the bow?
Best in the village. I can hit an apple at 50 paces.
Great.
Yes?
Don't you want to be a builder like your father?
Not really. When my father refurbished our hut, the doors wouldn't close. The stairs are such that even the cat fears them, and when it rains...
I see.
Besides, I prefer to use my bow. One day, I'll enter a tournament in Vizima.
Good luck.
Yes?
Farewell.
How can I help?
Anything a witcher can do for you?
I do have a problem.
How can I help?
There's a druid's ring nearby with an ancient statue of the goddess. The place is saturated with the power and attracts dangerous entities.
Not surprising.
The wild hunt began haunting the ring recently. Its king hopes to lure the souls of the warriors laid in the kurgans by my hut.
I have dealt with the hunt. What would you like me to do?
Kill 9 phantoms, a hallowed number of the druids. Perhaps the appearance of a witcher will drive off the king of the hunt. As your reward, you may have a book on vampires, ownership of a hut, or a wreath of immortelles.
I can do that.
Remember this. The king of the hunt is a powerful opponent, and no mortal, not even you, can hope to defeat him.
So how do I fight him?
Find mandrake root by the kurgans near my hut. The magic herb will keep the king of the hunt at bay. Merely light the candle that stands within the ring and sprinkle mandrake upon the flame.
Yeah, that sounds helpful. You play dice?
Not so often. I see it as mental exercise.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
Who lies beneath the kurgans I saw before your hermitage?
Knights who died serving the lady over the ages. Gavender defended her honour against the Black Skull Knight. Elevera perished at the foot of her altar fighting a water beast. Boar's tomb is symbolic, for the knight was lost on a holy mission. The last is for Reynard, an ordinary innkeeper who stopped customers from pissing in the lake.
You take care of the kurgans.
Indeed. That is how I serve the lady. Her power is strong near the kurgans. At night, sometimes you can speak with the lady's champions. From them I draw wisdom and knowledge of past times.
Who lies beneath the fifth mound?
The last stands empty, awaiting a new champion.
Who is the Lady of the Lake?
I know her to be a goddess. At times I see her dressed in white, traversing the fields through morning fog, her bare feet stepping lightly over the dewy grass.
Do you like her?
I love her. I believe the lady is not of this world. Mysteriously, she affects the entire area, safeguarding its people and granting them abundance. Yet her influence is subtle, and she never imposes her power.
Intriguing.
How can I help?
I heard you're an expert on the legend of the Holy Grail.
You seek the Holy Grail?
I might. Let's talk first.
Know that the legend of the Holy Grail has been studied for centuries. It's been interpreted in myriad ways.
You must know an abridged version. Say, 3 theories?
There are hundreds. But all right, 3. The classic theory, of which I myself am a proponent. The conspiracy theory. And finally, one of the most mysterious. The philosophical or mystical. Which one first?
Tell me the classic theory.
Good choice. The Grail is a cup, a powerful magical object whose meaning cannot be fathomed by even the most powerful sorcerers. This chalice possesses the power to heal all diseases, poisonings, and wounds, and pain will turn into power. One theory also states that in the hands of a rightful ruler, it can heal entire lands and protect their inhabitants from danger, creatures of the dark, natural disasters, and so forth.
Sounds like Dandelion's ballads, only without a love story.
All who drink from this miraculous cup are healed, fortified, and enlightened to understand the truth. Knights have been seeking the Grail for ages, yet none succeeded. Both the noble Lancel and the bold Boars failed. I heard even the Grand Master of the Order of the Flaming Rose has shown interest.
Any specific instructions associated with this theory?
Unfortunately, I know only what I garnered from my books.
The conspiracy theory sounds interesting.
This was popularized by Bronze Dan and begins with a convoluted theory about the derivation of the word Grail. A few tortuous pages in, we learn the Holy Grail is actually Sangreal, which in the Elder tongue denotes royal hallowed blood. Bronze Dan concludes that the Grail is actually the descendants of the prophet Lebioda.
Go on.
These descendants, talented in the ways of magic, were protected by a secret organization before they ultimately mixed their own blood with that of En Seid, the knowledgeable one. The theory goes on to present the tempestuous and twisted fate of Sangreal, but the author gets lost in his arguments, often contradicts himself. Generally, it turns into an unholy mess.
Enough genealogy and genetics. I sense that's a false trail.
Which theory should I present next?
The philosophical, mystical one.
The most esoteric. The Grail is a concept, a general understanding of good. The search for the Grail is nothing beyond an ordinary quest for perfection.
Interesting.
The Grail has no specific form or shape. It differs for each individual. It can be an object, an idea, a discovery. It can also be a search for the truth about oneself. This theory claims the quest for the Grail to be the goal in itself. The result is of secondary importance.
What are you suggesting?
I serve the lady and am more insightful than you think. I know you returned to the world of the living from death, presumably in search of something, but that is none of my concern. Just remember one thing.
What?
At the end of your journey, the Grail may prove to be entirely different from what you initially expected it to be.
What do you know about the Wild Hunt?
'Tis a group of crazed spectres who traverse the heavens searching for souls like themselves. They are susceptible to magic, especially of the ritual kind.
What can the Wreath of Immortelles do?
You might find it useful.
Why does the Lady of the Lake seem skeptical about the search for the Holy Grail?
Many fine knights set out seeking the Grail, abandoning their roles as guardians of peace and justice under the guidance of the Fisher King and the Lady of the Lake. Now the Fisher King is mute and the knight's gone. I think the lady must be very lonely.
But she's a goddess.
You know not how lonely a goddess. Do you think goddesses cannot be lonely? The gods ultimately created us in their own image.
Remind me what to do?
Slay 9 phantoms within the Druid's ring. They only appear at night. The King of the Hunt is the fiercest of them.
How do I handle him?
Find mandrake root by the kurgans near my hut. The magic herb will keep the King of the Hunt at bay. Merely light the candle that stands within the ring and sprinkle mandrake upon the flame.
Yeah, that sounds helpful.
Geralt of Rivia himself. You're renowned in the ghost world.
Alvin, step away. Summoned ghosts can be very dangerous.
I just wanted to use the power like Triss.
Normally I'm kind, just lonely of late. I'd like Alvin to keep me company playing dice. He's a clever boy.
Leave him alone.
A classic solution then. Let's play for him. The loser leaves the boy to the other.
You don't stand a chance.
Confident, splendid.
Help me! You saved me. I was scared.
Everything's all right.
I know.
What drew you to these ruins?
The hermit told me they were magic. Triss said I'd learn to cast spells someday. I like magic.
Happiness never lasts. I had no right to expose Alvin that way. The Salamanders don't know the concept of mercy. They'd stop at nothing. I wasn't made to be a father. I'm a witcher. Sometimes I truly regret. I miss them. Her. have a gift for you. You like this dimeridium necklace?
Necklaces are for girls.
This'll keep your nightmares at bay. I wear one too.
An amulet like yours.
Do you want to live with Alina and Julian?
I dream about Alina. I see her in the fields, dancing in sunlight, searching. She tells me to help, but I know we won't find anything. When I wake, I can't breathe and feel bad.
They're just bad dreams, Alvin.
Would you want to live with ordinary people? Witches protect people like these. Simple, defenseless, normal.
Put on the necklace.
Dwan, look into my eyes. See your death.
I don't need to hear this. You're not even human.
Alvin!
Now do you see the necessity of this action, no matter the price? Geralt, open your mind.